Big day today, everybody. Manor Green is approaching launch. The brochure is hot off the press. The show home is freshly dressed and you are going to be the first to see inside. Now, as you can see behind me, it's an active, bustling site. Very exciting to see. The first phase of the launch, there's going to be 8 units coming to the open market. Now, whilst we can't, for the sake of a video, drag you around all of them, what we can do is give you a proper insight into the show home. Now, there's a lot of thought gone into the layout and the context of the site here. There's a nice mix of house types and sizes, right the way from characterful 2-beds all the way up to sumptuous 5-beds. The show home we're in now is a 4-bed. For the uninitiated, you're about to learn exactly what it is that has given FW such an enviable reputation amongst builders. Their quality, their attention to detail, the care they inject, but also the inspiration, their bold use of architecture. Combine that with a shameless embrace of the traditional, touches like fine cabinetry, and the result isn't simply just a new build house, it's an environment which feels like a new home. Now, we don't want to get too bogged down by the spec here, but it's hard to ignore quartz worktops in here, Siemens appliances, brushed stainless steel socket plates. It's always a joy and frankly quite a reassuring endorsement of a developer's ethos to see when such high-class choices have been made. But before we get too distracted by the delightful minutiae of these FW homes, time to look up and look at actually the layout and how well it works. Of course, we've got this big open plan, sociable, very modern, kind of family-oriented, entertaining space, but the balance hasn't been forgotten. Huge great double doors can enclose or indeed reveal a properly formal sitting room. And I'll tell you what surprises me about this space is often when you see a builder balancing a big open plan room, you end up with a snug or maybe a family room, or it could be a study. But no, this is impressive in its own right. This double aspect, you get the sunrises, the sunsets. You can settle in on winter evenings, light up the wood burner. It again reminds you that these are homes actually not necessarily for staging, but for accompanying a fulfilling life. Given the generosity of the proportions we've seen downstairs, it's no surprise that the bedrooms upstairs are equally filled with reams of natural light. All enjoy generous proportions. What you won't find is a mean box bedroom here. And in what is quickly becoming a continuing theme with FW homes, not only does it look fantastic, but it's functional as well. An ensuite to the principal bedroom, not out of place in any high-end hotel, but more than that, storage is being considered. Built-in wardrobes are abundant. Speaking of all-important functionality, outside garages are abundant, generous parking solutions are offered throughout. And do you know what? The plots themselves, I mean, there's generous. And then there's this. This almost feels like a wraparound plot. Even in the short time we've been here this morning, we've seen all the sun change. You can imagine following it through the day, or indeed catching some shade if you wanted to as well. If you'd like to book an appointment to come and see Manor Green in the flesh, or indeed any other inquiries on the site, our Norwich team would be delighted to help.